My name is Shannon Murray, and this is my testimony. I moved to Pensacola about 3 years ago, and before I moved here, I was in the military for 27 years.
3 Echo 5 Foxtrot, this is Hitman 2 Actual. You are approved to engage in 5 mics.
And we saw a lot of things and did a lot of things that I really just didn't think that had any play in God's world. When you go to places like that, you really kind of think that that's, or at least I thought, that that was the end of me. That was where I was going to die. In all of that, never really had a focus or a thought for Christ. When I moved here, I became affiliated with the Class Kids Foundation and Call to Rescue.
I see the K92, K92, can I have your coordinates?
And it wasn't until we were sitting around at a search that we had just, we were either taking a break or had just completed, and we were talking about spirituality and we were talking about religion. And in that conversation, some friends of mine and I were talking about reading the Bible. And I told them that, I just really couldn't get into it. I didn't understand it. A couple months later, it was Christmas, and they had given me a present. And it was a book. They know I like to read. It was a book on how to read the Bible. So fast forward, again another couple of months, and we were at another search, and I had made the comment after this that maybe I would go to church. Through a number of events that day, it really kind of led me to believe that God did have a reason for me to be at that church, that God had a plan, and I was a part of that plan. About 2 years ago, or just a year ago now, a friend of mine had been killed in a car accident. Not a lot of details other than that, and quite honestly, I sat down and really kind of questioned God's plan at that particular time. Why would He allow somebody to die? This person that was killed was a combat veteran. He'd been to Iraq, and for him to come back and for him to be killed in a car accident just seemed impossible or ludicrous. And so I pulled over to the side of the road, and I contacted this man that I had become very good friends with and had relied on for a lot of my spiritual growth, who has since become my pastor, and really asked him that really hard question: why would God do this? Why would God take away a good person? And from his reply, gave me it was a lot of comfort. I don't know what God's plans are for me. I see Him moving in my life. I see Him giving me direction. I see Him giving me opportunities. And it takes sometimes a little bit of time to understand exactly what that plan is. But I honestly believe that I'm here to do whatever. I'm here to do His will. I'm here to do what He wants me to do, and I'm here to listen. My name is Shannon, and that's my story.